Hello friends, my name is Nidhi Baron and my topic is student performance visualization and prediction. So for this project I have been used a data set which is open source, and first step to read our data set into R and explore its summary and structure. And the data set include 100 observations and 8 variables. Among the variables are maths, reading and writing score, and demographical information about the parents, grades, education and gender, and data on SAT preparation. The summary functions provide us with the information of each variable, such as the type of data, character, numerical, and if it's numerical, we find basic description statistics such as a measure of the central tendency and spread. It's also provide us with the information on a missing value. So basically, first I have done the remain our variables from cleaner look and the coding. First step I have performed is to data and package setup. So basically I imported my data and I set up my package. So these are the package and library I needed to perform my analysis. ggplot2 is the most important library for this project. This is the command that I have performed to input that data set into the Visual Studio. So basically this command line will read the data. Here is also the reading the data and omitting the duplications. Basically in this section we are exploring into the category variables. For my project, that's the student performance. So as you get the idea, we are measuring our student performance, and this project, its main object is to influence of the variable and object on the high school students' grade. To figure that out, that's how many students performing or doing well in their high school. And this is data by a SAT survey of the high school student of the United States. So here how I am reading my data. These are the command line and these are the commands that I perform to explore data. While exploring and setting up my data package, I got that this data frame has 1,000 observations and 8 variables. The 8 main variables are gender, race, ethnicity, parents' level of education, launch, test preparation course, math score, reading score and writing score. So basically using this command I have been get to know how many observation and variable I do have it. I have 1,000 of row and 1 column. So this is the 1,000 of row and 1 variable column. Some are the abbreviations that I have mentioned over here. After reading my data and setting up the environment that which needed for analysis, I have done cleaning the data and duplication the data, and if I have any missing value, then I am replacing with the my data. So Here are the column, and here I am creating the data frame with the no missing value. So these are my data frame that I am going to do an analysis. So here the genders. I give all columns name to my data. Here is the total number of female and male. Also we are categorize our grade into a group A, B, C, D, E. Then here is the degree of bachelor, associate, high school, and this is the level of education of parents. And now I have done a data visualization using a Gplot, and here is my command line. Why have I done this? So basically I done the data visualization, and the primary purpose of the visualization of to find out the visual pattern. And we are going to plot various test scores using gender and Gplot package to determine the scoring dynamic between the males and females. And Gplot required three key components. First is define data from the data frame, which we already done. Describe the ethnicity for the visualization, how to map the attribute, and define the geometry or type of the graph we are going to use. So data visualization, and plot the exam score by the gender to determine if there is a different score and tendency for each other. The first is the math score by gender, and this is the math score by gender. The orange one is the female, the green one is the male. Then reading score by gender and writing score by gender. So basically we are measuring the student performance based on their score in a maths, reading and writing. Also by category of the gender, female and male. And these are the Gplot that I have done. Now it's come to a box plot. So this is the box plot, and it's a graph that provides us to measure of the central tendency, spread and visual of outliner. So basically a median, the median value of the data set of first quarterly, the middle number between the smallest number and the median of the data set. A third quarter, the median value between the median and the highest value, not the maximum of the data set, and outer line maximum and minimum. So basically box plot explain us a median, a first quarter, third quarter, interquarterly range, outliner, maximum and minimum. And the summary of my box plot of the visualization is: the student who complete the preparation class had a better score in all of three sets. So whoever completed all these scores have a better grade. Yes, so these are the box plot by writing score, by math score and by reading score. And getting those, I have done this command line. So it's defined a gender and it's defined all three score that we require in a writing, maths and reading. After that, we have done a parent's education worst test score heat map is a visualization below. So student performance is based on their score in a maths, reading and writing, also the parents. So yes, if your parents have a higher degree, then there is a chances they can guide you well. So here we are doing a visualization on parents' education and score. So using this command line, I have got this visualization, and that's also in a writing, reading and maths. So this degrees indication of the parents' education. After that, I have done an analysis on a female, male with the 3 courses, also the parents' education with the 3 courses. I have visualized on a prediction model. In this, we are going to build a linear regression model with the prediction of the math score, and the math score depend on the variable y, and writing scores gender, race, lunch, parents' education, and the test preparation in independent variable. First, we will split our dataset into a training and testing dataset. We will run using the LM function with the training dataset and predict function on a testing data, and creating the visualization or our regression model with the regression line of 95% confidence interval. Please note that the azupication of the linear regression are not explored, and I decide to learn into a linear regression with the writing score as is produce a slightly higher R-square value. So that's the reason that I choose math score over the writing score. And these are the command line I have been performed. And here I can get the predict value, which is 95% accurate. Here is my core. Using this core, I am able to add the prediction to make my linear performance. And here is my linear graph using the linear regression testing and the prediction interval. So I have done a prediction analysis as well as the linear regression as well. So these are the 2 things analysis I have been confirming and comparing for my student performance. And this graph is a linear regression graph. And what this graph indicate? So it's indicate the adjusted R-square is 0.87% of the variable in a math score can be explained by independent variable in our model. And R-square value indicate we created a good predictor module. And the F satisfaction product p-value of the near 0 indicates signification of our equations, and the visualization at 95% confidence and predicted interval. So basically I have done a linear regression and prediction, and which is 95% accurate after the comparing the R-square value. So these are my project and conclusion of this analysis, and also it's covered that what's the student performance can be predict in a future based on this category. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just comment into a below section. Thank you so much.